Well, I'm sure you all remember my guest, Matt Rogers, Season 3 finalist on American Idol. But this guy is so talented, he doesn't only sing, he's hosted many TV shows, including Discovery Channel's Really Big Things, CBS's There Goes the Neighborhood, and American Idol Extra. And now he is host of USA's Summer Camp. Welcome, Matt.
Very much for that awesome intro. I appreciate it. It's good to be here.
Well deserved. I have to tell you something. I have a confession to make. You were my favorite.
Really? You were the one. I knew you were out there.
Well, let me tell you, my husband and I watch all the American Idol shows because what you probably don't know is your album that's going to be coming out when it goes into Walmart, which it should. My husband is the distributor of all that music that goes into Walmart.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's like the big guy. He's the guy you want to know.
So
now you're going to suck up, right? So I'm very excited that I'll be able to go into a Walmart probably and buy your album.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So you are super busy. I mean, who would have ever thought that you come out, you have this incredible voice, you won over all of my heart, and I know a lot of women out there in America, and you've done so many great things. Whoever thought that you'd become like this TV host?
I mean, honestly, I always had the vision and the dream when I was a kid. Like, I remember when I was 5 years old and I had like a little cassette tape, and I would do my own Saturday Night Live skits with my cousins, and I would interview them and stuff. So I always wanted to host my own television shows, and American Idol does a great job of sitting you down after the show, like, what do you want to do? And I was next to Fantasia and Jennifer Hudson, and they were like, I want to cut an album, and I was like, well, I want to host my own TV show. So
I had no idea. That's so cool because I believe in manifesting and I believe in visualization as a form of prayer. You know, it's like you put it out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. It definitely works. Prayer definitely works. And, believing the unseen until it is seen has worked for me ever since I was a kid. So I have no reason not to believe it. You know what I mean?
Well, you're living proof and a miracle by that standpoint because you got what you wanted, to say the least. Well, now let's talk about this new show because it seems like this would be the ultimate fun show, bringing adults back to summer camp. What can viewers expect from this series overall?
Okay, well, if you like reality TV, you're going to love this show because we have 16 different personalities. We have 16 young adults that get a chance to go back and relive the most memorable time of their lives, redo summer camp all over. So right now there's 9 million kids that actually are going to summer camp this year.
Wow.
18 million parents are sending their kids off to summer camp. So it's definitely a relatable show to right now in these times. And again, 16 young adults, 16 different personalities, so you're definitely going to see the fireworks and also the romance. So,
well, now when you say young adults, what ages are we talking here?
We're talking 25 to 38.
Oh, well, that's pretty wide. No, the cutoff was 38?
There was no real cutoff. We went for the best of what we could find. We got the best. I've been doing, hosting reality TV now for 9 years, and, I've been really blessed to host some really cool shows. This, by far, my favorite cast, hands down. They're awesome.
That's so cool. Now, I want to know this, Matt. Did you go to summer camp?
Oh, yeah. I went to church camp ever since I was a kid.
I went to church camp, too.
16-year-old. Yeah. I went to Camp Cedar Crest in Big Bear, California. So.
Oh, wow. Did you ever go to Young Life Camp?
No, but I've totally heard of it.
Yeah. No, I did. I did the church camps. I did Vacation Bible Camp, where you had to literally every week you could go for free if you literally quoted an entire chapter of the Bible every week and checked in.
That's right. Vacation Bible School.
I know. Is that amazing?
You still know your scriptures?
Well, I could probably throw a few out of there if I tried. I think it was like, what?
Good.
I won't even go there. That's a whole nother show. All right. Well, so tell me, what is your best experience from summer camp? I want to know what your best experience ever was. And not only that, I want to know, what would you redo?
When I was a kid or from the show?
When you were a kid.
When I was a kid, to be honest, I ended up being a football player when I grew up, but I was always a short, chubby mama's boy.
Aw.
When I was a kid, dude, I was the one crying after 3 days I wanted to go. So if I could go back and do it over again, I wouldn't want to be such a wuss. You know what I mean? And that's what's kind of cool about this. Dude, if, not So I obviously, wouldn't go back, but I definitely watch people go back. But if I would love the chance to go back and have a redo, you know what I mean? Like, think about all the times in our lives where we're like, dude, I want a do-over.
Right.
Chance for these people to get a do-over, and most of the people had a great experience. Obviously, the ones who didn't were the ones who got kicked off earlier than they thought they should, because $250,000 is at stake. So needless to say, when people were eliminated, they weren't very happy. But this definitely is not your typical reality show that's, stab you in the back and, pin people against people. It's not one of those shows. It's a feel-good summer camp show with that little twist in it.
Well, if you're just joining me, I'm speaking with Matt Rogers, host of the new series Summer Camp on the USA Network. So tell me about the different types of contestants, and maybe also, let us know what we're going to see as far as competition.
Okay, different contestants. We got a 38-year-old hunter from Oklahoma, and his slogan is, "Gentlemen, women are the most dangerous game to hunt."
Oh, no.
He's Justin. You got Mikey B, the Jersey guy. You got Gorgeous Moses, the poster boy pinup firefighter. You have Chris, who's kind of like the villain. People aren't going to really like Chris.
Okay. Well, you got to have one of those in the bunch, right?
Yeah. He's the conniver. You got a country boy. You got a military man. You got a country girl.
Well, you got to have one of those girls, kind of like, a city girl, like a Paris Hilton type who's way out of her element. Do you have one of those in there?
Absolutely.
Oh, good.
I don't know if she lasts very long.
Well, I guess you're not going to tell us who goes home first, right?
I can't tell you who goes home first, but I can tell you that the more invested you get in the show, the more shocking it becomes.
Really?
One of those shows, like, oh yeah, like playing it out, being I'm the host of the show. I think they call me the camp director on the show.
Okay.
But being the host of the show, the more and more the game went on, I was shocked at some of the decisions, because the format of this show is it's a battle of the sexes, so it's guys against girls. And if your camp wins the challenge that week, we call it a color war, then all of you are safe from elimination. But the camp counselor of the losing camp has to nominate two of their own campers to banish to the winner's camp, and then it's up to the winners to decide who stays and who goes.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
It could get ugly.
There. It does, and it gets really sad on some of the episodes. Like, you didn't think it was going to happen, and a lot of tears.
So are we looking at some serious, like, Survivor type of, competition here?
No, we keep the competitions, we call them color wars, super lighthearted. Like, one of them is, a giant s'more. We kept the summer camp theme very much intact. So, they don't just eat s'mores, they become s'mores. So they're hanging on to these giant marshmallows, a guy and a girl hanging on this marshmallow, and all the while chocolate's being flung at them, and if they let go, they fall in a bed of graham crackers and they're out, and the last person hanging on is going to win it for their camp. So we kept the lighthearted, positive, like, summer camp theme for all of our color wars, and at the same time, we don't want anyone to look at it and be like, oh, this is a total advantage for the guys, or oh, this is a total advantage for the girls. It's a total even playing field, and it plays out that way. It's kind of a nail biter, to be honest with you, but at the same time, it's lighthearted.
So are there the typical practical jokes that happen, as we know, because you went to camp and I went to camp, and a lot of my listeners, I'm sure, went to camp, like, taking the spiders or the snakes and sticking them in the bottom of the, sleeping bag? I mean, were there things that went on that weren't part of the regular deal?
100%. I mean, now you have young adults, so our pranks would actually be better now than they were when we were 15.
Oh, my gosh.
But you still have the girls who are, you're up in the forest in the middle of nowhere. Like, dude, there was bears in the camp, coyotes.
Oh, my gosh.
So a lot of times they would have to have escorts go to the bathroom off camera because, like, hey, dude, there was a bear spotted 50 yards away. So there was Justin, who's like the older hunter type guy from Oklahoma. He puts a wolf mask on. And Melinda, who's kind of, casted as the nerd for the girls, she's walking to the bathroom and he pops out of nowhere, man, and scares the crap out of her on camera. It's freaking funny.
So are these like outhouses, or are they really bathrooms? Are we talking tents? Are we talking dorms? How does this setup look on the show?
2 cabins in the guys' camp, 2 cabins in the girls' camp. It's 4 on 4.
Okay.
and one girl's bathroom, one guy's bathroom, and it's out in the open. So
Oh,
it is summer camp.
at its best.
Took hot showers.
Ugh. Well, if you're just joining me, I'm speaking with Matt Rogers, and you remember him from American Idol Season 3. And, of course, he's hosted so many shows, and he's got a new series coming out, Summer Camp on the USA Network. Okay, Matt, so you've got an amazing summer. You've got the show, the summer camp's up at Big Bear, but you're also opening for a pretty great country star.
Yeah, country music I love. I've loved it ever since I was young, and I've gotten the chance to open for Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, which there's an event called Go Fest that plays that every year. That we open for that one, which is fantastic. And I tour all over the Southern California area. So if you're in Arizona, Oregon, especially California, I got stuff going on. Everyone can check it out on mattrogersusa.com.
MattRogersUSA.com. Well, we're going to look for that album, Matt, and I'm going to personally go find it and try to put it out in front when I'm walking down the aisle. I love to do that for my friends. You know, when I visit the Walmarts and the record store, because I grab them and I put them all like way up front in the aisles.
I would love to come back, sing a song on your show, and sign a CD for your husband and say, "I love you. Can we be best friends?"
Oh, will you come back?
100%, absolutely.
When you're in California, I want to have you in my studio. I want to have you in the Mall House. Okay?
I'll be there. I'm in Southern California, so are you close? Like right?
Well, listen. We're when we tape the show, we're taping it in the Valley here at like the 405 freeway in Ventura. We're kind of in that area.
I'm right there. I'll be there.
All right. It's a date. It's a date in person, and I will hand deliver it to my husband. I promise.
I appreciate that.
Oh, well, Matt, I can't wait to see the show. Now, what night does it come on?
Thursday nights at 8, 7 Central.
Got it. Okay. Well, Matt, we'll be pulling for you, and good luck with everything, and have a great tour, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay. Bye-bye.